Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. We're at the West Quoddy Head Lighthouse down here down the road to my right. Very special video, a challenge video, East versus East with Jeremy Payne, an amazing landscape photographer from Australia. Like I said, I'm at the West Quoddy Head Lighthouse here in northern Maine, and this is the very eastern point of the United States. And Jeremy, well, actually, I'll let Jeremy tell you about his lighthouse and his location. So, hey, Jeremy, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, so my lighthouse in the collab, obviously being the most easterly, is Byron Bay Lighthouse. Beautiful white ivory looking lighthouse here. Started being built in the late 1800s and completed in 1901. It was built right here on the peninsula or headland here at Byron Bay to guide ships up the coast coming from Sydney, then heading up north towards Brisbane and further beyond. It's the most visited lighthouse in Australia, and it's the brightest. I don't know if that's a cool fact or not, but it is the brightest lighthouse in Australia. Other than being that, yeah, the most easterly. I got here this morning and it was packed. I got here at 5 a.m. and there was at least another 50, 60 people watching the sunrise, so very popular lighthouse. But enough rambling on, let's shoot some lighthouses. Back to you, Paulie.
Hey, thanks, Jeremy. So, about my lighthouse here, this is the West Quoddy Head Lighthouse, like I said, at the very northern tip of Maine. A little bit about the history of this lighthouse. This was commissioned to be built way back in 1808 by President and Founding Father of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. He commissioned a lighthouse to be built on this point way back in 1808. The original structure was a wooden structure, and that sat here from 1808 to 1858 when this current structure was built and lit for the first time. So it sat here for the last 160 some odd years, guiding mariners through the Quoddy Straits, which is a strip of water that separates the United States here in Maine from across the way in New Brunswick, Canada. So yeah, this lighthouse has weathered all kinds of storms for the last 160 years, and it's helped countless mariners navigate these waters. I'm going to take some shots here looking down the road, and then we're going to move on to about 3 or 4 different locations. So let's go. All right, so we've moved on to location number 2. We're kind of in this grassy area right on the edge of the cliffs here. They have these cool fence posts that lead up towards the lighthouse, kind of act as a leading line, drawing your eye right into the lighthouse. Not really a beautiful day. We're not going to get a beautiful sunrise, I don't think. We have a lot of clouds moving in from the southeast. The winds really picked up the closer we got to the edge of the cliffs here. Sunrise is probably about 30 minutes from now. We don't have a lot of color right now, so I'm trying some long exposures, trying to get a little bit of movement in the clouds, but with even as much as the wind is blowing, I'm not getting a whole lot of movement yet. Just gonna keep going, and I'm getting ready to move down to location number 3, which is actually down on the rocky cliffs here, which is actually the most eastern point. The lighthouse is the most eastern building. The cliffs down there are the actual most eastern point of the United States. All right, so I moved down to location number 3 and the wind is absolutely howling down here. The rocks are very loose and slippery. It's rained overnight, but this is the shot down here. This is the shot. There's still a little bit of snow down here. There's a little bit of ice. It's an amazing location, but the wind has really picked up since I've moved down here. I am absolutely frozen. So I'm gonna try to get a couple shots. Got a little bit of color happening in the sky now. So this is really it. We're probably 10 minutes away from sunrise now. So if we're gonna get any color, it's gonna be now. I'm gonna focus on getting this shot. And if I get anything good, it's going up on the screen for you right now. My God, it's so cold. Oh my God, guys, I cannot tell you how cold it is. The wind is like so strong down here. It's blowing right up at me. My hands are just like blocks of ice. I'm having a hard time controlling, you know, the settings on the camera. I just can't feel it. Oh my God, this is awesome. This beats Florida by a million times. This is amazing. Oh, whew. All right, I had to get up from that rocky ledge because it is so windy and so cold down there. I can't feel anything in my body anymore. This is a nice kind of protected spot, so I'm actually enjoying this spot quite a bit more. But we're not getting any light at all. It's just kind of dull and gray. There is a little bit of texture in the clouds, so I might be able to do something with that in Lightroom. I'm just not getting much light on the lighthouse, so I'm not sure how these are going to turn out. I'm not even sure if these pictures are going to come out because I was having a hard time keeping the camera still because of the wind. So hope Jeremy's doing better than I am down there in Australia at his easternmost lighthouse. He's probably in shorts, flip-flops, heavy metal t-shirt, and sipping a cold brew right now, enjoying life. This is actually pretty amazing. This is everything that we kind of hoped for coming to Maine. Again, beautiful lighthouse, spectacular location. And it just doesn't get much better than this. We're gonna move on to the next location, which is around the other side of the lighthouse and down on the beach if we can actually get there. Kind of think it's a little bit past high tide right now, so I'm not sure how much of the beach is gonna be available to walk on, but we're gonna give it a shot. Also, I was gonna put up the drone this morning, but no way, not with the, we're actually under a gale warning right now, so probably just way too windy to even attempt to put up the drone this morning, unfortunately. Anyway, let's move on to the next location and actually get some tea in the thermos there. I think I'm gonna warm up a little bit with a cup of cinnamon tea that Joanna made this morning. So, all right, let's go. All right, so we've walked about a quarter of a mile down to this staircase down to the beach. It's kind of nice actually here in the forest. It's kind of blocked the wind. But I think as soon as we get down there, it's gonna be howling again. Oh, hi. Hey, hey birthday girl.
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
This is exactly what you wanted to be doing.
Exactly how I wanted to spend my birthday, freezing my bollocks off.
She really doesn't have bollocks. Just saying. All right, we're gonna walk down the staircase here.
I don't know, I think I've got some pretty big ones for doing this.
She does. She's a great sport. She's a great travel buddy. All right, let's go. Okay, we've moved down to the beach. This is going to be our last location for the day. We are both just absolutely frozen to the bone. This is an amazing beach. There are so many rocks and boulders. There's no sand on this beach at all. Tons of seaweed from when high tide comes in, and it just covers all these rocks. I'm going to take one last shot of the lighthouse. I'm getting a little bit of light on it right now, but I have this tide pool right in front of me, and then it kind of looks up at the lighthouse. So I'm going to take this last shot, and yeah, I'll put that up on the screen for you if it turns out. And then we're going to try to hike back up to the car. Again, have some more tea, warm up, and then move on to a hiking location that we're going to see later today. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in this week. I hope you enjoyed the views and the sights and the sounds here at the West Quoddy Head Lighthouse in Lubec, Maine. And thank you, Jeremy Payne, for wanting to do this collaboration video. For those of you who follow or don't follow Jeremy, go ahead and head over to his channel now and see his video at his most eastern point lighthouse. And if you don't subscribe to Jeremy already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Just some of the most amazing Australian landscapes that he photographs from week to week. Yeah, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed filming it and taking the photos for you. Have a great week. Stay safe out there. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. See you later.